Let me tell you a story. It's about two employees. The first employee is called Mary. Mary works for a large organisation as an office assistant. Mary's great at her job. She always hits her personal targets, is hardly ever late, and is always offering a helping hand to members of her team. Mary's so good at her job that she's often allocated extra work to complete by her manager. As she's a team player, she takes on this extra work without any complaints. Mary doesn't find the time to interact with her management team, as she's mostly just concerned with doing a good job. Mary's quiet by nature and prefers to keep a low profile. She isn't the most vocal within team meetings, and due to personal commitments, Mary's unable to attend many social work events. The second employee within our story is Brad. Brad works alongside Mary and is also an office assistant. Brad is occasionally late to work, but he mostly hits his personal targets. He doesn't really interact with his colleagues, but he will always offer a helping hand if he sees that his manager is watching. Brad is very vocal within team meetings and attends all social work events. Here, he mostly spends his time not with his team, but socialising with senior management, discussing work-related issues as well as his personal achievements. Later in the year, the company announced that they were looking to promote one of their current office assistants into a new senior office assistant role. Brad and Mary were both excited about this new opportunity. They both submitted an application for the new role. Brad and Mary were both invited to an interview. Brad was successful. Mary wasn't. So, why did this happen? Speak to any career coach and they'll pretty much say the same thing. The issue here is visibility. Mary worked harder than Brad and was a true team player. However, Mary was modest. She didn't feel the need to talk about how hard she was working and trusted that her managers would acknowledge her daily contributions. Brad was the complete opposite. He was very vocal and made sure that the management team knew about every contribution that he made to the organisation. He wasn't really a team player, but he made sure to help his colleagues whenever managers were present. He attended every work event and made sure that he was both seen and heard. Brad was therefore visible to the management team. Mary, unfortunately, was invisible. Brad took part in something we call the workplace dance. It happens in almost every company. The purpose of the workplace dance is to make yourself visible to your management team. This is often achieved by attending company events, socializing with management, talking about your achievements, and showcasing your capabilities. If done correctly, this will put you ahead of all other applicants when you interview for a new role. This is because the person interviewing you will likely already know who you are. You would have probably interacted with them or maybe one of their colleagues at some company event. The workplace dance at times is unavoidable. If you want to advance within your career, 9 times out of 10, you have to take part in this performance. A performance which at times can be a bit humiliating. Is any of this fair? Is it fair that Mary was overlooked despite working harder than Brad? Is it fair that Brad had to act the way that he did in order to get promoted? No, it's not. None of it's fair. Within the majority of large organisations, the hiring management teams often work separately from other teams within the business. For this reason, many hiring managers are unable to see the day-to-day contributions of their hardest working employees. We've built a system that helps organisations to objectively see this information. It's called the merit system. We allow organisations to see the individual performance of all employees within the business. We then encourage organisations to advertise internal opportunities using this system. Employees are then able to apply anonymously for these opportunities. This guarantees that the person reviewing your application can only see your personal work record. Therefore, they cannot judge you based on the personal relationship that you may or may not have with them. They cannot judge you based on how many company events you've attended. They cannot judge you based on whether you have a good relationship with your manager. They cannot judge you based on any other outside factor, such as appearance or gender. When it comes to progression, we believe that it should be about what you know as opposed to who you know. We believe that you shouldn't have to attend every work event in order to gain a promotion. We believe that an individual should be hired or promoted based on merit. If you share the same belief, and if you're tired of the current system, a system where you're constantly having to jump through hoops to prove yourself to management, a system where the goalposts seem to casually shift at times without any valid reason, a system known for bringing the worst behaviour out of employees who are desperate to progress. If you're tired of the current system, please do the following. Number 1, go to our website, themeritsystem.com, and rate your company. Some companies are doing a fantastic job of ensuring that their hardest workers are being rewarded. We want these organisations to receive the recognition that they deserve. Unfortunately, as we all know, there are many organisations that are failing to acknowledge their top performers. Leaving a review will help these organisations to understand where they're going wrong. Number 2, share this video with your colleagues and with your managers. We want to help organisations to adopt merit-based policies. By doing this, we can ensure that hard-working individuals are never overlooked. The only way that things will improve within the workplace is if we're vocal about these issues. Providing feedback allows organisations to take action and make positive changes within the workplace. Thank you for your time, and also thank you for your help.